Jason York. Thanks for joining me on the York Sports Report show today. Today we'll talk about the Vancouver Canucks and some interesting numbers on Roberto Luongo. If you haven't noticed, Roberto Luongo is somewhat has been inconsistent, and we're going to look at a little bit more deeper at those numbers. Click right up there where it says Jason239005. It gets a little bit fancier and all that stuff. And we'll talk about the Hawks. They win last night. Again, Coach Quenneville, his comments are more or less starting to sound the same after each game. Coach Quenneville is saying that he is really starting to like the tempo and the pace that the Hawks are bringing to the rink nightly. So that is a good thing. Hawks win 4. That's 4 in a row over the Dallas Stars last night. 4-1. Pardon me there for 1 second. The NBA last night screwed up big time. Now, I'm old school. I watched this guy, James Worthy, number 42, okay? Worthy, Magic, Larry, McHale, Parrish, Johnson, the greats, okay? And we all know who came along, and that was Michael Jordan. And since Michael's left the game, Michael's really kind of become, I don't know, since that Hall of Fame thing, the Hall of Fame speech that he gave, not impressed. His sort of actions off the court have really, I don't know, I look at Michael Jordan a little differently now, but for crying out loud, the guy was, whatever, Michael was the man. And that's the thing that the NBA and the fans have been screaming blue murder for, is we want another sort of Michael Jordan-like player. Kobe Bryant was kind of the player until some stuff happened to him off court, and now people kind of look at him with just a tad bit gray, maybe a lot of gray. I can't speak for everyone there, but Kobe is the man. I mean, Kobe is the guy, what have you. And now there's the man-child, LeBron James, and LeBron James, as far as I'm concerned, has to learn how to finish still. I mean, let's face it, we go back to the playoffs last year against the Orlando Magic, and then the finals that Cleveland was able to make. There was a lot of moments in those games where LeBron didn't go to the rack. That's my take. LeBron needs to be tough. He needs to want the ball. Yes, we know LeBron wants the ball, but there was a lot of times where LeBron just didn't go to the rack. You got to go to the rack. I mean, when you're LeBron James, you're going to get hacked, you're going to get fouled, you're going to get sent to the line. That's where you make your hay. Anyways, that being said, the NBA has been screaming blue murder for this next, who's the next one? Who's the next thing? Well, last night, the NBA had a perfect, ample opportunity to do that. Kevin Durant, if you haven't been watching Kevin Durant this year, he's the real deal. This kid is just off the charts, okay? He is just, I don't know how you explain Kevin Durant. There's a lot of MJ in Kevin Durant, but there's a lot of Kevin Durant in Kevin Durant. He's a very unique sort of statured of a player. I mean, he's got this very unique, what I was trying to say, there's this unique sort of stature about him. He's this long, slender kid. He's very lanky. There's a lot of people in the media saying, well, he's great, he's good, he's going to be something if he can put on a little bit more weight. I don't know how much more weight he has to put on. That being said, Kevin Durant and Darren Williams. By the way, I love Darren Williams. Darren Williams is like one of my all-time favorite players right now, hands down. But I hope he goes to New York or something, just so he can find a barber. I love Darren Williams, but Darren Williams has got a funny hairline. I mean, I'm not one to speak. I got Patrick Ewing nostrils. I mean, come on. But at the end of the day, Darren Williams, I want him to get out of Utah. I'm a Bulls fan. I'm still a Bulls fan, and I loved it when the Bulls went to Utah and kicked the snot out of them. That was great, They're all funny there, They all got their, I don't know, there's funny demeanor there, and we all know they've got their funny beliefs and all that stuff. But we won't go there. But Darren Williams last night and Kevin Durant put on a frickin' clinic. Darren Williams had 42, Kevin Durant had 45, and coming down the stretch, they're dropping threes left and right. Kevin Durant had a huge last 3 minutes of the game. He's dropping threes. He's blocking shots. He's all over the court. He forces it to tie it up, coming down the stretch with this unbelievable three that's like 400 feet away from the arc. And then it gets down to the Darren Williams show. So Darren Williams drops this great little sort of, first he does a little quick crossover, steps back, boom. Okay, now Utah's up by 1. Okay? At this point, Kevin Durant's already had 45 points. 45 points of the sickest 45 points you're going to see. I mean, he was all over the court. He was showing up. He was becoming the NBA logo. That last night, he was like, this is the guy. This is the new guy. This is what the NBA's been screaming for since Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. There's that gray stuff over there. LeBron, he's got to learn how to finish still. Kevin Durant was like right there. And the refs last night, screwed up big time. Darren Williams sends the Utah Jazz up by 1. Kevin Durant gets an unbelievable look at the hoop. Well, I wouldn't say it was unbelievable, but he gets the shot beyond the arc, he releases it, and then boom, here comes this hand, massive foul, okay? Both commentators on both networks last night were going off saying, well, you know, even though the Utah commentators are somewhat kind of happy, but at the end of the day, oh, was that the phone? I think it was. We got a phone call. The Hawks are playing tonight. Let's see who wants to come and watch the Hawks game tonight. Megan, how are you? I'm fine. Yeah, the Hawks are playing tonight. Playing against St. Louis. You want to come over and watch the game? Well, you're more than welcome. Hey, don't forget the ice there, sugar. All right, I look forward to seeing you. Take care. Ciao. Megan Fox is coming over tonight to watch the Hawks game tonight. So, I'm a little excited. All right, that's who's coming over to watch the game tonight. Megan Fox. Cool. Anyways, that being said, no foul. The refs just leave their whistles in the pockets. Kevin Durant's just livid. I thought Durant might lose it last night. But the NBA really screwed this game up last night because this was their moment. This was their moment to put their new light on their new guy and say, all right, come on over here. You're the new guy. And you know what? Kevin Durant should be the new guy. After last night, I'm disgusted by the NBA last night because it was a brutal non-call. It screwed up a great finish. It should never finish like that. But anyways, that being said, quickly we're going to take a pause. We'll come back and we'll fill in some other little sporting odds and ends here. We'll talk about the Blackhawks and their win streaks through the regular season. We'll talk about some of the Canucks losses in the regular season as well. We'll take a pause. We'll come back. Thanks for joining the York Sports Report Show. I'm Jason York. Again, we're going to take a pause. We'll come right back. Thank you.